Today in Sports Report, the first derby of Kazakhstani Premier League. Men's volleyball, the national team of Kazakhstan in a home leg of the World League. Kairat gained an important victory in a face-to-face battle with Astana in the following match of the Premier League. This season, the players of Stanimir Stoylov started briskly, and Astana is not planning to slow down their turnover. Kairat had some losses in the first tournament, that is why the lag of Astana was significant. In the game at the Central Stadium, Kairat intended to win. The other outcome did not satisfy Tsakhadze's players. Just before the starting whistle, it was clear that the battle would be difficult and nervous enough. Kairat started well, but the matches with Astana are always something different. Maybe it is the first season when Almaty started the match, managing the ball less than the opponent. From the ship to the dance, the holding midfielder of the national team of Ukraine, Anatoly Timoshul, arrived in Almaty and played in the starting staff in this common position with Mikhail Bakayev. Creative trio Isail Islamkhan Arshavin was located above holding midfielders. Higher was Gerard Go at the cutting edge. The quartet of defenders included Lunin, Rudisilski, Markovich, Tisak. The place in the frame was taken by Plotnikov. The coach of Astana, Stanimir Stoylov, also prepared a surprise for Khakhabir Tsakhadze and played with 5 nominal defenders. Yes, like Yertish with Okshitpez. We could not believe at that time. The fact is the fact. Besibekov with Shomko occupied the sidelines. The fist of Postnikov, Anichich, Lovinko worked in the center of defense. The duet Kaniyas Maximovich was located in the support zone. Creative halfbacks Fumazi and Muzhikov are located above, and the only forward, Tanat Nusrabayev, was higher. Dispatovich, returnee Kabananga, and a new player Azat Nurgaliev started the match on the reserve bench. The starting whistle of Ruslan Duzmanbetov and the team started to look for weak points in the defense of the opponent. Such situations did not take place 7 minutes without goals. Then the diagonal from left to right to Fumazi, Patrick, with the accompaniment of Markovich, touching the kick lower, and a tight angle to the nearest front. Plotnikov easily took the ball away. And Kairat replied with a goal. The pass between Isail and Go took place. Gerard appeared in the zone of Arshavin. The Ivorian replayed Postnikov brilliantly, and with the left leg out of the penalty, sent the ball to the farthest corner from Erich. 1-0. Postnikov at that time was watching the linesman whether Gerard was offside. Nobody from the refereeing responded. The thoughts of Stanimir Stoylov were clear: to provide maximum density in each line of the field. Shomko with Besibekov in the defense sat back as soon as the ball was managed by Astana. They formed a line in duet with Kaniyas Maximovich, and the attacking group was reformed. It looked like 3-4-3. 1-0 was on the scoreboard in favor of the host. Again, Stanimir Stoylov could take the chance. Astana moved forward. Fumazi, the coach, was not satisfied with him in the last matches. He was distinguished with a bad shot. Plotnikov was in his place. Then Maximovich, from the average distance, sent the ball over the crossbar. Another long step of Tisak was prevented by a desperate tackle on the edge of foul, but Luas played perfect. Astana also had a corner pass from the right. Again, Almaty eliminated the threat, but with second tempo. Go lost the battle. As a result, Fumazi was distinguished with another dangerous cross, and Timashuk tried to prevent. It nearly brought an own goal. Plotnikov did not react and cover the ball with his second touch. The first half of the time completed. Then Astana distinguished with its lunging, another standard from Muzhikov. Again, the guests struggled, but the pickup, Aninich tried to kick a rebound. Fumazi, watching Dap, moved forward to the penalty area from the left, but could neither kick nor shoot, though it was dangerous. Kairat counterattacked 2-2. Go with Islamkhan moved forward, and if Botorik had the ball, the captain of Almaty would play witty. However, Jerry played and the moment was missed. On the other hand, Astana did not slow down with the response. The referee saw the pullback of Tisak to Nusrabayev, about 2 meters from the right corner of the penalty area. Shomko shot loudly but ingeniously into the wall. An interruption in the penalty area of Kairat took place, but the referee kept silent. Then Plotnikov was twice perfect in the exit, and Muzhikov, kicking in touch from the left corner of the penalty area after the pass of Maximovich, could not react to the nearest right corner from the goalkeeper. Last 5-7 minutes of the game were more quiet for the goalkeepers, and in compensated time, Kairat again almost caught Astana on a counterattack. Isail moved forward based on a strike of Arshavin. The Russian shined up with technique, but Maksimovic shined up with his speed, kicking the ball to the corner.
Сегодня была тяжелая игра, дерби. Тоже, я думаю.
Today we had a hard game. Our team took the initiative and attacked more. We controlled the ball more, could not realize our moments. And Kairat could realize their first moment for their individual competence. My congratulations to Kairat.
Которые создали сразу забили, но это индивидуальное мастерство. Тоже наконец поздравляю Кайрат с победой.
Astana started the second time more actively and completed the first half of the match, but dangerous moments were not heavy. The kick of Fumazi out of the penalty were locked. The pass from the corner, the header of Kaniyuas, was not accurate. Isail from Kairat measured the cross from the right. The ball from Logvinenko went directly to Erich's gloves. Astana replied with another corner in the debut of Azat Nurgaliev. Fumazi substituted the ex-captain of Ordubasi. Kairat again went for a fast counter-attack, the tackle of Bakayev, a throw of Isail to the left, an action of go. Gerard cut the corner, moving to the penalty line, and Arshavin kicked in touch, with the nearest bar from the right of Erich. If the ball had reached the target, it would be 2-0. In an opposite frame, Plotnikov was not bored. First, Vladimir caught the attempt of Nusarbayev from the left and then flew under the bar. Maksimovic kicked without a pause from the penalty line, a little bit higher over the gate. Stanimir Stoylov enhanced the attack. Despotovic appeared instead of Bisikov, and Astana went to 4-4-2. Muzhikov changed to the right flank, Nurgaliev moved to the left. However, Kairat, not only in the defense, was confident enough, but nearly scored the second ball. Isail, beating the defense of the opponent, jumped head-to-head with Erich, but kicked to the chest of the goalkeeper. 70 minutes passed, and Stanimir Stoylov released his last trump card. Ibrahim substituted Nusarbayev. The keeper of Kairat started the game after Postnikov suspended from the right, and Despotovic, coming unstuck from Lunin, headed Plotnikov, took the ball away. In a minute, George almost repeated his trick, but just after the cross of Nurgaliev from the left. The ball flew past the left from Plotnikov, Kakhaber Takadze keeping up with the opponent through Acevedo to the battle. The Chilean substituted Arshavin. The last 10 minutes were running, and Kairat again went to counterattack, which is surprising and was completed by Timoshuk. He started from the penalty arc. Eric easily returned the ball. However, the guests won the selection, and Timoshuk again kicked from the penalty line. The goalkeeper of Astana drags out. The guests immediately moved forward, and Muzhikov hanged from the left. Markovic was able to return, kicking the ball to the corner. The pass and counter-attack 4-2, which Islamhan deprived the logical finish. The referee compensated 3 minutes, and at the end, first of them, after the cross of Nurgaliev, forgotten by everyone, Ibrahimi. In the right corner, shot Plotnikov. Vladimir did not fall down and stayed on his place, returning the ball. The corner is the discount from the front. Kaniyas kicks hard, but sends the ball over the bar.
Interesna igra bila, ja думаю, понравилась se bolješikama, s mnogo momenta, mnogo udara bilo. Mi kontrolirali igru.
The game was exciting, our fans liked it. There were many moments, many kicks. We controlled the ball for almost 90 minutes. But Kairat had more chances, although we had chances. Which the score is 1-0. I think their win is deserved. The final stage of the third group of the Final Four World League took place in Almaty. To fight for the place in the final round, the national teams of Kazakhstan, Germany, Spain, and Chinese Taipei gathered in the southern capital. The national teams of Kazakhstan started the first match cheerfully. The fight was equal. The Germans worked effectively in the first line. There were a few mistakes, and the host of the playground conducted the first tempo on the pass and graded the level of mastership a little bit. The difference in gain scores was minimum. However, gradually the Germans started to leave others behind, but that is not their merit, but a great number of Kazakhstani volleyball players. By the second break, Germans had just 3 scores, and the wards of Rafael Giluzudinov tried much to replay the short handicap, but couldn't realize it. Heading to the end of the set, the rivals could win with the score 25-21. The second period became the continuation of the first one. The picture of the game did not change much. Germans also played without mistakes, and that is why they went forward from the start. Despite the interference of Gilyadzudinov, Kazakhstan continued to give way to the difference in 2-3 scores. In the middle of the set, breakdown took place in the defense, and the Germans used the opportunity, shaking off 4 more points. The break became threatening, and the fate of the second set became decisive.
На сегодняшний день мы проявили слишком много уважения к команде Германии, зная ее силу, зная ее.
Today we showed too many regards for the German team, knowing their power, regalia, and what places they take in Europe and the world. It prevented us to play in total force. By the way, they had new players that we had no information about. That was the reason of our defeat. Guests, believing their easy victory, relaxed a bit and was enough for our guys to take the initiative in the third period. By the way, it was clear that the German players were physically tired and the number of mistakes grew significantly. Local volleyball players at last got hot and started gradually to replay the German block. They could not reach a big breakaway in the score, but due to a brilliant game in the attack, the captain of the national team, Alexander Stolnikov, refrained the opponent in distance. But in a critical moment with the score 23-24, the Germans leveled the score and then won a match ball, which was realized from the second attempt, 27-25. For Germans, it was a great success in the framework of the present draw game of the World League. Of course, each game is analyzed and you can always have something to draw conclusions on, what you need to work on, or to add a psychological and physical plan and in technique. Actually, our team needs improvement in all aspects. However, for that we need more game practice. In the third match against the Chinese Taipei, it started as an equal fight. The teams forced the event and came to the technical break with a score 8-7. Opponents continued confidently to score points with their own attacks, making a minimum number of mistakes. Just passes sometimes failed, but they were mutual, 16-15. By the end of the match, the national team with Chinese Taipei started to fail, and the host had a great advantage in 3 points, which they were able to keep till the end of the set, 25-23. The second set was also conducted in an equal fight. The teams continued to realize their chances in the attack, but could not act in defense. After the first technical timeout, the national team of Kazakhstan made a series of mistakes. Kuznetsov did not ensure the triple block, and Voivodin attacked out, and the score on the scoreboard was 10-12. The coaching staff takes a break, the players relax, and then the pass of Anton Kuznetsov gave a chance for the guests to equal the score, 16-16. However, in a decisive moment, the attack of the national team of Kazakhstan fails. Resting on the block, Taipei gets an advantage of 2 balls and brings the set to a win, 23-25. A series of passes to the net from players of the national team of Kazakhstan, and at the start of the third set, the gap increases to 3 points, 5-8. The problem with the pass is decided after the technical timeout. The guests try in defense, eliminating the gap to a minimum 12-12. Sergei Kostev passes brilliantly, and Chen Feng Huang twice beats out, and the score is already 14-12. After a timeout, Taipei comes to life and starts to offer their tempo. Fast volleyball with rapid passes and attacks at the first rate. It brings a good result. The hosts torn on the block, but cannot lock lightning attacks, 19-21. The hosts take a timeout, later equalize the score, but 2 consecutive errors of diagonal Maxim Mishchenko, and the gap again in 2 points on the scoreboard. The block of Cheng Feng Huang on the set ball is 22-25. The beginning of the fourth match, and again an equal fight, took place on the playground. 2 powerful passes of Vladimir Prokofiev helped Kazakhstan to become a technical leader, 8-7. For the second time out, the representatives of the Chinese Taipei became the leaders, 15-16. The guests gained the following 3 points, and due to the mistakes of the captain of the Kazakhstani team, Alexander Stolnikov, and Nodirkhan Kadirkhanov, 15-19. This advantage was kept till the end of the match by the guests, 22-25. I would like to add that we don't have much experience in such world tournaments. Our local championship is not so powerful, and the block is not so good. We failed psychologically a bit, but every time we did our best. I can't say that someone in the team gave up.
Старались, все старались. Не могу ничего сказать такого, что кто-то бросил играть когда-то. Все старались.
Thus, the national team of Chinese Taipei won first place in the group. The national team of Kazakhstan closed the quartet.